There are over 42,000 professional musicians in the United States, and that's only counting professional documented statistics of them. Over half of these professional musicians are singers. There's an old joke that says everybody can be a singer, but not everyone can be a musician. As people who listen to music constantly and work with vocalists in your ensembles, I bet you can relate to the stereotypes that singers bring to ensembles. Things like, oh, I don't know my key. When do I come in? Can someone help me with my microphone? And the dreaded, how does this PA work? As a jazz musician and vocalist myself, I know how important it is to show your fellow musicians that you're a musician yourself and not just a singer. And the most important thing about this is that you need to know how to use your equipment, or else your presentation looks bad and it's half of your job to look like a good musician. The biggest problem that most vocalists have is not knowing how to use basic sound equipment. Singers learning how to handle sound equipment and learning the basics of amplification is important to help keep them and their career going. Today I'll be teaching you how to use a basic PA, which stands for Public Address System, and use a microphone properly. First, I'll show you how to use a PA. This is the system, and the first thing you'll need to do is turn the button on in the back. Most PA systems have a button in the back, and you'll have to adjust based on the PA system, but for this one, the first input is an editor's one, and you can't use that for a microphone. So what you'll need to do is get a microphone cable, and you put the male end into the female end on this PA on the second slot, and then the female end to the male end on the microphone. On this specific PA, you can adjust the volume where your microphone is and over here, and you can equalize using all of these buttons above it. We usually set it on the room rev because this is a room that is a room. So what you'll want to do is make sure this is 75% of the way, and same with this, unless you're singing over a specific ensemble. For a smaller ensemble, you want to keep it halfway, and if you are doing a big band or something like that, you want to crank it all the way because all those horns cover you up. Something that vocalists commonly forget is to turn their microphone on. And things you should do when you're checking your microphone is speak directly into it, and don't tap the microphone because it will mess with all the things inside the microphone. As you can see, that is what a microphone looks like. And then, based on your band, you'll have to adjust the volume. But when you equalize a microphone, you'll want to make sure there's enough treble, there's enough bass, and you have to put things in the monitors that are above. And this one's already set, right? So mostly you don't want the middle of the bass. You want less treble on the voice because it'll make it sound too crisp. And then you want a little bit of bass on the voice. And then this one is wrong. You'll want half in the monitors and then more than half in the main. So knowing these things about monitors and PA systems and microphones is really important for vocalists to know, because no instrumentalist is going to want to help you when they're setting up all of their gear. And it makes you look like a professional musician whenever you're singing, knowing how to set up a big PA like this. And if you take all these skill sets and put them in front of professional bands, you'll look like a better singer and a better musician.